If you own a pet brand, this is going to be the most comprehensive guide to getting new customers predictably and profitably for your brand. And this is backed by $40 million worth of data and sales in the pet industry. And this is the ultimate pet brand revenue playbook 2.0. I made the 1.0 about 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, and I have more data now. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Austin Bonney. I appreciate your attention, and I will not waste it. And I have helped build customer acquisition systems in the pet industry for the last 5 years. We've worked with brands that are bootstrapped all the way up to Fortune 500 pet brands. And my 25-person team at Dog Connectors has helped generate over $40 million online for pet brands, and I'll share why 90% get stuck and how to hit record sales months for your pet brand. And I'll have unique solutions inside of this document. You can download it down below this video, and it should be able to fix pretty much every single constraint that is holding back your pet brand right now. So acquiring new customers profitably, this is what many pet brands struggle with. I'll help you solve that. The pet industry, it's over $100 billion. I'll help you capitalize on that without needing to be VC backed and being completely bootstrapped. And ultimately, there are over 5 pillars of a successful pet brand, and this pet brand revenue playbook will help you fix your content, financial clarity, paid ads, website CRO, and retention marketing so you can scale profitably. And what I will say is Warren Buffett calls it the Lollapalooza effect. It's not just one silver bullet fixing all of your problems. It's a lot of things working together so you can have that hockey stick type of growth. And this is what I want to share with you inside of this document. And this is literally exactly what we've used to help generate over $40 million for pet brands. Why do you need to use this playbook? Not only can this 2 to 3x your revenue, but it can 3 to 5x your profit and your cash flow, especially in e-commerce. Capital is the most important thing. Cash flow is king. So implementing this will significantly improve your cash reserves and put you in a strong position. This is important because most e-commerce businesses fail because they run out of cash. They can't survive a long enough time horizon to solve profitable growth. They don't have the cash reserves. This playbook can extend your runway by years. Most pet brands will not take action. They will continue to work on the wrong things, and it's because it's comfortable for them. This is not you. Do not be that person. Don't burn good cash by not using what is inside of this document that is completely for free. We have generated over $40 million online for pet brands. These are the levers that have dramatically improved profit and cash flow for e-commerce pet brands. Now, if you're busy and you realize you you don't have the team to execute on this as fast as you want, even though maybe you're capable of doing this, but you realize time goes on and you're just not getting it done. Smart CEOs, they delegate it off to people that can execute now, yesterday, not in weeks from now. So this is exactly what we do. We solve all the most common pet brand problems like low cash flow, unprofitability, profitable client acquisition, clear KPIs, vanity metrics, bold claims with empty promises, product market fit, creative, low AOV. We have the solutions and we have the team to help execute on every single piece so you can get new customers profitably. If this is you, book a call right here. It's very low pressure, and we'll walk you through exactly what you should be doing, and you can decide for yourself if you want to delegate it off to our team. So the only 5 things I want you to focus on: content, financial clarity, paid advertising, website CRO, email marketing. There are a million different things that you could be doing as a business owner, but we've studied the top 5, top 10 pet brands in the entire world selling on Shopify, selling D2C, and these are the things that they're really good at. So I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do to hit record months profitably. You have to say no to everything else and just do these things really well first. And the old Japanese saying Kaizen method will help you. So what is the Kaizen method? Just getting 1% better every single day. It can be overwhelming, what I'm about to show you, but day by day, you get 1% better. And this is how you're going to grow your pet brand over a long, actually just in a short period of time, if you just do this properly. So the first pillar is going to be content. So in order to serve more people, grow your business, and start acquiring pet parents at scale, we need content that is scroll stopping, viral. It needs to strike a chord with pet parents who have never heard of your brand to take action. Of all the things, this can be one of the most impactful. So we currently have worked with brand owners who have joined influencer networks, DM their customers, try to consolidate posts they are tagged in, and do everything right, but they can't break past $200,000 a month on their Shopify store. We've also worked with brand owners who spend virtually no time thinking about content, let their content machine run in the background, barely work, and don't really know what they're doing yet. They blow past $500,000 a month and are growing 50% month over month. The difference lies in the content, and the success of businesses all impacted by content. So here are the two common problems with content for pet brands. Number one, does it bring in ROI? And number two, can you get enough content? Brands that are struggling usually suffer from one of these two things. So you have to solve both of them. Does it bring you an ROI? So we have to start with this. This will have a big impact on your pet brand success. So we need data and tangibles to see success. Here are going to be the tangible things that you can do to improve the ROI of your ads. Having user-generated content, ugly ads, including human face and pet in your ads, TikTok native, viral hooks, using videos, mid-form content for objection prevention, VSLs to warm cold traffic, modeling after the winning ads on bestpetads.com. Problem focused, not preventative. So focusing on problems and symptoms. PAS format, which stands for problem, agitate, solution. Using skilled pet creators that are trained. Using direct response copywriting and power words. So one of the biggest things for getting new customers is not just running a bunch of static and animation ads. You need videos, because videos and stories is what helps influence a cold stranger who's never heard of your company before, who's skeptical, who does not trust your products yet. It helps influence them to want to buy your products. So you want to be making sure that you do this. Now, one thing that I've also known with the content is $100 million a year founders, most of them really are good at influencing people. This skill set sets you apart from the competition. So I recommend you learn how to create better ad creative so you can learn your creative team better, or it will lead your creative team better, or increase your ad ROI yourself. So no business is discovered without creative. That's why we created the Founder Ad Creative Challenge, to give you clarity, to give clarity to founders. So a lot of founders, they want to improve this skill set. So if you go to 10daycreative.com, or you just click on this link, you can go through a day by day. So for 10 days, Monday through Friday, so for 2 weeks, you'll get a winning ad creative brief, and you'll be able to go through it and film it yourself, so you can create your own content and learn exactly what to do if you want to save money and not have to hire a content agency to do this for you. But regardless, you have to be doing this if you want to get new customers. So either do it yourself or pay somebody else to do it. This will be the cheaper method and also a good skill set to do. But if you want to delegate this off to experts who have already done it, feel free to delegate it off to Pet Creative. This is literally a done-for-you service that we have at petcreative.co. And we make over 400 videos per month with brands of all sizes, and you can get videos from our team. Now, we need data and tangibles to see success. So we just talked on some tangibles of how to get better ad creative, which is very important for your business. But what data can we look at? What are 3 metrics that correlate to an increased ad ROI? The only 3 things that you need to focus on, you have number 1, hook rate. 2, you have watch time. And number 3, you have unique outbound click-through rate. Unique outbound click-through rate is, you want that number to be above 1%. You would check this inside of your ad account. If not, you need to use a new call to action on your video. So think of the last sentence of your video. Do they say, click the link to learn more? Or do they say, go look through thousands of Trustpilot reviews on the next page? Which call to action gets a higher unique outbound click-through rate? You can modify this in order to get above 1%. If you go from a 1% to a 2%, that means double the amount of people clicked your ad and went to your website. That's double the traffic, which technically would mean double your sales without changing anything. So this is really impactful in terms of profit. Now, the second metric you want to look at is average watch time above 3 seconds. If not, is your ad entertaining enough? Is it fast paced? Is it following problem, agitate, solution? Is it changing scene every 2 seconds? You want to keep people engaged. If they're not even watching your ad because it's boring, well then that stinks. You're paying for somebody to see your ad and they're not even watching it. So this is an important metric that you want to make sure that people are watching your ad for a minimum of 3 seconds. Now keep in mind in the ad account, this could be skewed. If you're running an image, it's not going to register, so it's going to bring that number down. Or if you have a video that is only 3 seconds or only 5 seconds, well then that's going to be a skewed number. So just keep that in mind. But generally speaking, 3 seconds and above is good. Now the third one is going to be your 3 second divided by impression is above 17%. So this is going to be your hook rate. So you want your hook rate to be at least 17%. So if 100 people see your ad, how many of them are watching your ad for at least 3 seconds? This is very important because you want to have scroll stopping ads, viral hooks, headlines. So many companies are scared to kind of get outside of their brand guidelines, and they don't realize that nobody is even seeing your brand because your hook rate is less than 17%. So if your hook rate was 5%, that would mean that 95% of people aren't even watching the first 3 seconds of your ad. Your brand doesn't matter at that point because nobody's even seeing your ads. So you want to make sure you're creating viral hooks and headlines in order to bring the right people in. This is also important if you want to target a specific type of person. Are you targeting pet parents? Well, then you might say pet parents ? Or if you're targeting pet parents that have dogs with arthritis, you might say a question mark like, is your dog limping? Or if you're trying to bring somebody in that has a dog with seasonal allergies, you might say, is your dog itching, paw licking, scratching? Depending on what you say will bring in the type of audience that you need. It's not done in the back end of your ad account. It's done through creative. Now, if you can increase these metrics, it means you get more pet parents to your website cheaper. So for example, if you increase your unique outbound click-through rate through 1% to 2%, this means you double the amount of people going to your website. 100 people becomes 200 people at a 3% conversion rate for a $50 product. The $150 value increases to $300 without spending a penny more on ads. What would that mean for your profit? For many of our clients, this means we can get new pet parents predictably and sustainable, and most importantly, profitably. And if you're wondering where to find these 3 metrics that correlate to increased ROAS in your ad account, you're going to log into your ad account, customize your columns right here. You're going to select unique outbound click-through rate, average play time, hook rate. You might have to customize hook rate in here, 3 second video plays divided by impressions, and that's exactly how you do it. So if you're below these metrics, now you know without a doubt you could use data to make decisions where to improve your creative. Are you improving the call to action? Are you improving the body of your video, or are you improving the hook of your video? An important side note, ad fatigue is a myth. What makes some ads able to run for years but others can't run longer than a few weeks? The difference isn't the ad fatigue, it's that they aren't inherently able to scale from the beginning. They're just not as good of an ad for scaling. Yes, ad accounts need new creative in order to reach new audience. That's something called scaling through creative. But winning evergreen ads rarely fatigue. Only ads above 3 to 4x frequency, another metric, are fatigued. So not that ads can't fatigue, but they're not fatigued if they're not above 3 to 4x frequency. If they stop producing an ROI, they needed to be better from the start. So this is just really important, and just creating longer form videos, usually that tell a great story. Those are the type of videos that can actually spend $100,000 behind them profitably is because they're a much better video rather than just running like a quick 6-second video that has no depth and isn't a great video. And if you want to see a bunch of videos that have done hundreds of thousands of dollars on one single video, I give you a bunch of them through this Founder Ad Creative Challenge, which you could take, and it's super cheap, less than $100 to go through this challenge over 10 days and come out of it a much better founder at making your own ad creative. Now, can you effectively scale content volume for your needs? So without a predictable content engine, there is no scale. I spent the last 3 years exhausted doing it wrong until I learned this. So here are some of my learnings. DMing influencers takes forever. Long back and forth conversations, not reliable. Content platforms, you have to over-explain exactly what you want for each creative, more time and energy you don't have. It's a big pain. Customers can't provide enough content unless automated, too much to manage. Regular pet parents struggle to provide usable video footage. So here's some solutions that I have for you. Number one, use dedicated professionals with Slack access. You want to create convenience for yourself, put them in Slack. We launched Pet Creative, and you get this for free with a Dog Connect. If you're a Dog Connectors client, meaning you get content as part of working with us, and you're going to get qualified pet creators to create top 1% ad creative. We're using the exact principles that $1 million online pet brands are using. We have over 147 active qualified pet creators, human psychology tricks and tactics, growing some of the biggest brands you know, giving them access to what did not work so you can avoid creating bad creative. They're reliable, faster, over $10 million generated for D2C pet brands, actually over $40 million. We have the exact phrases and keywords to use to help influence pet parents who want to buy your products. And spending some time building your content team is some of the best time you'll spend. If you want us to do this with guaranteed results, book a time right here. Also, if you want to automate a system, so some of the best clients and some of the best businesses have both. They give it to skilled pet creators to make new stuff, but they also automate UGC and reviews through their existing customers. You can learn how to do this through this resource right here. Just click on that. Now, pillar number 2 is going to be financial clarity. The only 3 things that matter for bootstrap pet brand owners: profit, cash flow, and growing revenue. We want to focus on these things. Profit, cash flow, and growing top line revenue. These are the only things that matter. So do not bro scale. You need to establish clear KPIs that are aligned with your profit, cash flow, and growth goals. Most pet brands want to scale, but they don't know at what number they should. So my question for you is, do you know at what number, specifically what profit do you need to be at in order for you to say, yes, let's scale? Here's what a perfect pet brand looks like. So typically what we see is COGS plus overhead equals 50% or less. Ad spend is 25%, and profit is 25%. Needing your ad spend to do more because your business unit economics is bad is hopeful thinking, even if you are bootstrapped. Don't fall into this trap. Improve your business unit economics to give yourself an unfair advantage. The good news for you is I give you there are only 7 levers you need to pull to fix your profit and cash flow. And if you click on this right here, there's a whole other training that goes in depth on exactly how to do that for yourself. Ultimately, the business that can spend the most to acquire customers win. So go get a pen, ask yourself, what do you want your minimum business profit to be? Do you have a feedback loop to see your business profit weekly? Can my current business model afford 25% of my retail price to go to ad spend? If not, why? What can you do to fix that? Am I willing to do what is necessary to improve my business unit economics with a good attitude? I see a lot of businesses that they're actually like, they just want to make their marketing do better. It's like, I want my 1 tank of gas to take me from California to Florida. It's unrealistic. You want to improve your business unit economics. So for all of our clients, day 1, we complete this CEO Business Health Calculator where we're adding up all of our expenses: COGS, fulfillment costs, shipping, overhead, marketing fees of what you would pay a marketing company to run your ads, everything. You're adding up all your software costs, and then you're establishing it precisely what profit you need to be at. And this is going to show you exactly when to scale. This is going to give you peace of mind, clear KPIs in writing. It's not just like in our head, it's in writing, and it's going to give you transparency for the whole team. You need to do this if you are an owner of a pet brand. Now, pillar number 3 is going to be expert pet niche media buying. Now that we have content from qualified pet creators, it's time to let as many people know about it as possible. In order to achieve this, most people do what we call hand-to-hand combat. This is when they must work for every sale. There's absolutely no leverage. All the inputs equal the outputs. Daily content posting, cold messaging, farmers markets. This is okay when you're starting out, but the only real way to scale is to add leverage. Here is a cool picture of leverage. What is leverage and how do we use it to get pet parent customers? So leverage is when the output is in a given system is much higher than the input. We do something one time, it generates something forever. An example of leverage that almost anyone would know is investing in the stock market. We can put in the money that we earned one time without any additional work. It can grow to multiples higher than the original amount. So $1 invested in 1928 is now worth a lot of dollars, like $10,000. That's a lot of growth without doing anything. So pet customer acquisition is the first place we want to apply leverage inside your business. A pet product without marketing is useless, and it may as well not even exist. And I hear this so many times. You can have a worse product but outcompete your competitors because you have better marketing. And I talk to a lot of founders with great products, but you guys are getting beat by people with a worse product because they're better at marketing. And it's up to you to decide if you want to fix that or not. So some could argue that marketing is even more important than the product, as proven by the world's richest influencers. Leverage here would mean we set something up one time and it brought us new customers with little to no additional output. An example of leverage is this piece of content you're consuming right now. So it took me 10 hours to make this entire Gamma doc, and it will continue to bring us interested prospects and qualified brands for years to come. An example of something that is not leverage would be me trying to explain this entire concept individually to every single person I was potentially interested in working with this. That's hand-to-hand combat, not leveraged. So you, in order to be a best 43 pet D2C brand in 2024, is you need to use leverage. And maybe you already are on this list and you're already using some form of leverage, you just want to improve it. So what is the most effective customer acquisition system? If set up correctly, paid advertising is the most effective way to quickly and effectively grow your business. This is all validated on bestpetads.com. All those companies do multiple 7 and 8 figures on there. They're all running paid advertising. So yes, this means spending money to make money. It's possible to not do this. You can do hand-to-hand combat, but we typically are able to build for our customers an acquisition system that takes $1 and is going to spit out $1.7 to $2.5 in 7 to 14 days. Then another 100% in value over 12 months from those pet parents. That's better returns than Tesla stock, better than anything you'd get investing in the S&P 500, which is 10% a year on average. So we've even been able to take a brand we own from $0 to $85,000 a month in 120 days only using paid traffic. Here is an example of that. You put content in, you put $1 million in ad spend, for example, into these platforms, but I really recommend Instagram, Facebook, and Google, and you spit out $3 million. It's a beautiful thing. Paid traffic always works. The only reason it hasn't worked for you is because of your offer. And I'll have more on this later. And the secret is making your unit economics work and solving this in the right order. So first, are we getting unique pet parents to your website at a decent cost? Second, are pet parents adding your product to the cart? Third, are people purchasing your product? Fourth, are we getting a cash multiplier on your customer to put more profit in your pocket? Depending on different metrics, we can exactly identify where the issue is. And we have specific solutions to solve this for our clients at Dog Connectors. So paid traffic should never be the forever strategy, but it's an incredibly powerful tool to get immediate momentum, which you can do to build longer term tools such as email lists, social media, SEO, but that takes a longer period of time. It's also very important that you're able to get feedback from the marketplace quickly in order to iterate and make your offer better. So you can spend $1 or spend $10 and you instantly get feedback, and you can change things to optimize it to make sure that people want to buy. As opposed to doing it organically, it's going to take a lot more time. So you can spend $100 on Facebook and you'll know within 48 hours because that feedback loop is faster. So which platform is the best to use? Our favorite is Facebook and Instagram ads. We've spent over $3 million on all advertising platforms, and Facebook is by far the best. Anyone who tells you otherwise is likely trying to sell you something. It is the easiest to set up, easiest to use, lowest cost per impression, best targeting, and has the most mature buyer. We set up the entire Facebook advertising campaign for our clients, script the ads, film them, edit them, set up targeting. But to show you how to set it up in this video would take obviously too long. So here is a free video to walk you through that on YouTube. And if you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what about TikTok? What about Pinterest? What about Snapchat? I will tell you this. It's not a platform issue. It's a funnel issue. There's something wrong with your creative, or there's something wrong with your funnel, your offer, etc. You need to fix that first. Paid advertising is leverage. Use leverage. The founder of Ridge Wallet, a $100 million plus D2C brand, said if they had to start over again, content and spending every last dollar on Facebook ads would be how they do it again. As usual, if you want us to do this with guaranteed results, go here, book a time to chat with us. We'll help you out. Now moving on to pillar number 4, website and offer refinement. So here is the math. 10,000 people go to your website. Which path is you right now? Is it path A? Does 10,000 people equal $7,000? Does it equal $25,000? Does it equal $100,000 for your business? You can drive millions of people to your website, but it means nothing if they don't buy. Paid advertising's job is to drive people to your website. It's your website's job, website and offer refinement, to convert that traffic for a lot of money. So let's talk number 1. Can you still make profit if you are paying $15 to $50 for new customers? You want to be able to say yes to that. Remember, paid traffic always works. The only reason it hasn't for you is your offer. But Austin, I sell a commodity. I can't charge $200 for dog treats. I get it. I've seen this a million times. Can you turn what you sell into a bundle, a system, a duo, a formula, so it is one of one? And do you have free shipping minimums, frequently bought together, tax added, proven upsell funnel? The goal is to increase your price and get more people to pull out their credit card to buy your product. For example, if you sell a hip and joint supplement for $24.95, what if you combine 2 products and called it hip and joint duo, and you charge $40, $50, $60 for it? Instantly, your offer gives you more profit and you have more cushion to acquire new customers and scale your company. Now let's talk on number 2. Are enough people buying? Is your traffic converting? How does your website help pet parents trust you? Remember, you are not Amazon or Chewy. You are not trusted globally yet. So you have to work a lot harder to build trust quickly, explain the problem you solve, and make it easy to buy with you. We did a study with 80 plus pet parents internally at Dog Connectors, and they said third-party review systems like Trustpilot massively help them trust a new pet brand. So quick CRO hack, add Trustpilot reviews to your website. User-generated content on websites helped influence purchasing decisions. So having video testimonials, real pictures of people with the product makes it look legit. The good news, it's simple to increase conversion rate when you just know the right frameworks. And here's a picture of regular website reviews, Trustpilot, and Amazon. A lot more trust for these 2. Not to say you can't do these, but you need to make sure that you, 1, have at least 100 plus reviews on your website, on your products, and you want to try to make sure they look legit, like they have real people with their face and possibly their dog and your product all in the same shot. And the more of that you have, the better. It will this can literally be the difference between a 50% increase in your conversion rate. So this is so important. If you're a founder, you should be doing this weekly, especially if you are a brand new company and don't have this leveraged yet. You need to be asking friends and family. You need to be getting your product in the hands of influencers. You need to be talking. You need to be interviewing people at the parks, taking pictures with them. You need to be scrappy right here. And this is one of the most important things. And after working with a lot of pet brands, you can never have too many reviews. You just can't. So do this. Now, here's a resource to help you lift website conversion rates. You can just go here and how to get hundreds of 5-star reviews for your pet brand. Now, I'm a big believer in the 80-20 principle. What are the 5 most important sections to increase your conversion rate? People focus on the wrong things, and you want to focus on the right things so you can be more effective. So what are those things? Headline. So the first sentence of your dollar spent on advertising, 80 cents is for your first sentence, your headline. So what is the main/end result? What is a transformation? Now the subheadline right underneath the headline would be how they get the results. What is it that you're doing to get them the results? You have your offer, you have above the fold. So when on mobile, a lot of people just don't even scroll down. They just make their decision on that first above the fold impression. First impression. So you want to make sure that is optimized. And then you want to have lots of social proof, undeniable social proof that you can help their dog. Spend some time working on your website and offer refinement. It will be some of the best time you use all year. And if you want us to do this all for you with guaranteed results, apply at Dog Connectors. We're superpowers for e-commerce dog companies. Now, moving on to pillar number 5, retention marketing. Here are goal key performance indicators. You want a 30% lift in customer lifetime value in 60 days, 100% lift in customer lifetime value in the first 12 months. This is a profit machine for your business. You can track this with a software called Lifetimely. Use customer cohorts. Spend more than competitors to acquire customers and stack cash on retention. If you can figure out how to add a digital product onto this as well, you're going to have an unfair advantage. The secret is making your unit economics work. Your 2 new favorite metrics, NCAC, cost to acquire new customers. So you take your ad spend divided by total new customer purchases, and then blended MER, total order revenue divided by total ad spend. ROAS is important, but this is not the North Star. The fastest growing 7 to 8 figure, 9 figure brands use this to stack profit. Email, SMS, and great products are your best friends as well. And different types of emails you can use. We have soap opera emails, Seinfeld emails, self-sustaining content funnel. This is going to help move people who are on the fence to buying your product over the line. This is really important for consumable products because everybody's really skeptical, or high ticket products, everybody's really skeptical. So you want to have them consume content, and a picture worth 1,000 words. So soap opera email, this is what it is. There's 5 steps. You set the stage, backstory, epiphany, hidden benefits, urgency, CTA. You have Seinfeld emails. These are entertaining emails about nothing if you've seen the TV show Seinfeld. Keep your list top of mind. Send these weekly. General framework is hook, story, offer. Then we have self-sustaining content funnel. So pet parents have objections. Use long-form content on YouTube to waive any objections. Send people from email to your YouTube videos. Your YouTube videos will have long-form content that nurtures people to buy. An example is this. YouTube is fantastic for improving your dark social. So what is dark social? Dark social are the reviews behind the reviews on your website. So when people look up your brand on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram profile, Reddit, so they are searching you, make sure they can trust you, what comes up? That can help move them over the line. You want to make sure your dark social helps sell your product. A quick way to improve your dark social is by seeing 3 YouTubers, they don't need to be famous, to make a niche video like my honest review of your company name, seeding 3 YouTubers. Also, there's something called the 7-hour rule. So if somebody can consume 7 hours worth of your content, they're going to have a lot more trust and credibility to want to work with you. See, these long form videos are really going to help move people over the line. Pictures worth 1,000 words. These are e-commerce emails you're used to seeing. Beautiful design, straight to the point, usually sale and offer focus. Focus on great product images that do the selling for you. Very important piece about email. Volume is a good thing. The more emails you send, the more sales you will make and the more profit you will make. I see brands that send 28 emails per month. They factually just make more money than other brands. And it seems like a lot, but it's because you're operating from a scarcity mindset and you're afraid of seeing that unsubscribe number. But if you're constantly pumping new customers into your ecosystem, that should not be an issue. And you will, again, just make more money if you send more emails. People do not remember things. Like, they don't remember that you sent them an email 7 days ago or yesterday or whatever. It's more like, oh, this is a great deal. Like, I'm going to buy. So we just want to keep that in mind. Now, as a bonus, 25 phrases that sell pet parents like crazy. After generating over $40 million for pet brands, if you could put these into your content, your marketing, your website, these are phrases that can help move people to want to buy. Now, how can we help you make more money? Most pet brands solve the wrong problems. Fortune 500 companies use data to solve problems, so we take the exact same approach. Here's a training about how we solve a specific issue for a pet brand using data and how you can locate exactly where the problem is. So we build you an end-to-end pet parent customer acquisition system solving pet brand killers like copywriting, creative, website, and more. And it's guaranteed to bring in new pet parent customers predictably, or you do not pay. And these are all the common problems that we solve with the solutions and our executions. You can schedule a call here. And if you want some more quick wins for your pet brand, we have tons of them. The 30K script, this often can pay for 2 to 3 months of our first 3 months to work with us. How to get 5-star reviews. Like I was saying earlier, you literally cannot have enough reviews. Business health calculator, this is how to know exactly where your numbers are at. This is how to improve your cash and returns. Here's the founder ad creative challenge. There's tons of stuff. And if you need ad creative ideas, go to petads.com. Tons of success, like literally the most successful D2C companies are on here as well. But this was a long video and I hope that it was super valuable for you. It's everything that you need to be doing right now to get new customers predictably and profitably. Do all of it and maximize the amount of things that you can execute on because you will not regret it for your company. Have a great day.